let's go to England, where Chelsea, they're this close to winning the EPL title, but at the same time, they cannot afford to make mistakes.
Yes, Austin, you're very correct. But knowing the kind of team Chelsea is and the kind of manager they have, you don't really expect them to make any kind of costly mistake at this crucial time of the season. Just one win away from winning the first Premier League title in 5 years. That's a long time for a big club to go without winning the league. And so it's a good one. Yesterday was another boring performance by Chelsea against Leicester City, and they just scored 3 goals. I mean, it was really boring. I almost fell asleep watching that game, but seriously, there was nothing boring about that game. Chelsea, in the first half, really didn't come to the party. They were going through the motions. But in the second half, I can imagine what Jose Mourinho told them, because they came out a totally different animal, and they absolutely dominated that game against Leicester. Didier Drogba in the first half was appalling. Like, unless nobody wants to see a legend go out that way, it was really bad. But in the second half, it was a transformed person, and it got the equalizer for Chelsea, and from then, they never looked back. Ramirez and John Terry with the other goals. So it's very obvious Chelsea will win the title. There's no doubt about it. We said it at the start of the season.
You say it's obvious with so much confidence, football?
No, Austin, nothing is going to happen this time around. All they need is 3 points in the last 4 games, and it's going to happen. I see it happening against Crystal Palace on Sunday. And before the game yesterday,
I know Chelsea fans. What's all Chelsea fans not getting over Arsenal fans chanting boring Chelsea?
Austin, it's just banter between the fans. It happens a lot, and the players got involved, and that's what we're seeing there at the dinner table. Mikel with a very lovely goal there. That was really amazing. This video we're seeing now was made possible by Didier Drogba. Chelsea before the game against Leicester were just playing a game of odd tennis, and Mikel ended up scoring the goal.
Mikel score in the pitch of play. So that's it. Chelsea fans are taking a swipe at Arsenal fans for calling them boring Chelsea. But some terrific facts coming out of that game against Leicester City. John Terry scored his 38th goal in the English Premier League, and putting him as one of the top scoring defender in the history of the competition. The other guy having that record is David Unsworth. And Terry has scored in each of the last 15 Premier League seasons.
What a player, Austin. What a player. I'll go out on a limb and say this is the best I've seen John Terry play all his career. Like, he's been incredible. He's played almost all the games now for Chelsea this season. I mentioned that David Unsworth. David Unsworth scored a lot of penalties. John Terry doesn't take penalties for Chelsea, and for him to get as many goals as that, it shows you the kind of player he is. What a leader, what a player, what a legend. John Terry is going to lift the title again at the end of the season.
Good one coming out of Chelsea, and John Terry right there. Spanish La Liga?
Yeah, the chase is still on. Real Madrid yesterday, they took on Almeria, and they had to win to keep pace with Barcelona, and they did just that.
You just have to do that after see what Barca did to get out.
Exactly, 6-0. Real Madrid replied yesterday, a fairly easy game for them, 3-0 over Almeria, so it's just down to 2 points between those two sides again. And like I said, it's going to be down to who blinks first. Whoever blinks first is going to miss out on the Spanish La Liga title.
You blink, and then when you come back, you're like, where is it?
It's gone.
The title is gone. That's it. It's football. Anything can happen. So much quality when talking about football. Okay, guys, we cannot wait for Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao May 2nd in Las Vegas. So much talking points coming out of that fight. Right here, Channels Television, we're ready to do the talking with you. Let's quickly see highlights of the last fight Floyd Mayweather had with Marcos Maidana. So much coming out of the fight. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay.
Hit to the body, and the overhand rights were landing. Instead, here he's countering off the ropes and not getting hit with the wide shots. And look at him to wheel away by Mayweather.
There he finds Maidana with the right, and another right cross by Mayweather.
Assisting Maidana around. There's now Mayweather on his legs.
Good work by Mayweather along the ropes. Maidana with a left.
He let hook around the guard. The right hand blocked by Canelo, but now Mayweather.
The counterpunching, the sharp counterpunching, kept being intimidated.
Double jab through the guard, and that right hand in with the jab.
Either way, it's
Canelo gets rocked with the right.
Hurting him. He's masked it very well.
Canelo, at this point, might need
really kind of built an edge here with his accurate punching.
There's hot shot right, turns the tables and goes.
Easy jab as a lead right. Here again, the same story where a jab languid there and Mayweather's able to use it yet again. And why did all this happen? Because Maidana was fixed.
The defensive Floyd Moneyman Mayweather. Watch his highlights from the first match with Marcos Maidana and then Saul Alvarez, and then the rematch with Maidana. Tayo,
yes.
The only thing I can say out of this is a defensive Mayweather that will cover his territory and come into yours in the night.
Yeah, Austin, what is boxing? Boxing is the art of eating and not getting eaten. And there's one boxer that has mastered that art, is Floyd Mayweather, and that's why he's gone 47 fights unbeaten. In that particular clip, we saw him take on Maidana in that one. The second fight was fairly easy compared to the first one, where Mayweather actually went against the grain. He actually decided to go in a brawl with Maidana, and he almost paid for it. But in the second fight, it was very easy for him, and actually won, dominated that one. Against Saul Alvarez, that fight a lot of people thought was going to be the day Mayweather actually suffered his first loss, but it wasn't meant to be. He absolutely dominated Saul Alvarez in that particular one. So Mayweather, WBC, WBA welterweight champion of the world. There's a reason why he's the pound-for-pound king.
We've seen Floyd Mayweather Jr. and what he can do. Now let's see what Manny Pacquiao can do. Manny Pacquiao, very, very offensive. He takes the fight to you. It's very dangerous. We remember a lot of fights have gone down Manny Pacquiao, but the one we cannot forget is that knockout to Ricky Hatton. We don't have the video for now, but when we get the video, we'll talk about it. But that's it. Will Pacquiao be too quick for Mayweather? Well,
that's what it's looking like. That's what Pacquiao will be depending on in this particular fight. He's got very fast hands and he throws a lot of punches as well. So I think that's going to be his main weapon. But then you're taking on a boxer of Mayweather's caliber as well, who is not slow. He's not slow fight. He's very fast as well. So I don't think it's going to be as easy to pin him down in the ring. It's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of dancing around, a lot of bobbing and weaving by Mayweather in this particular fight. So at the end of the day, I believe it's going to be down to who is able to execute the game plan more. If Pacquiao is able to do that, if he's able to cut off the ring and really attack Mayweather, then he has a chance. But then we've talked about Mayweather's defensive prowess. He's incredible. He's an incredible defensive fighter. He fights on the back foot. Great counter puncher. He's going to pick you up for 12 rounds, and before you know it, he's going to win on majority points and decision. So it's going to be a very fascinating contest between these two guys.
So that's it, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. I told you, we've shown you the highlights of Floyd Mayweather Jr. what he can do on the boxing ring. Let's see Manny Pacquiao. It's been a lot of fight for this guy, but the one I can never forget was that knockout punch to Ricky Hatton. Manny Pacquiao right back. Stay. That's it. Now you see what Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao can do. Tayo, straight up, he watched Ricky Hatton, says now he's open for me. Boom! and Ricky passed out.
Oh, that's right. That's how it works. That left hook, like when it connects properly on the jaw, you really can't help it. And that's what happened to Ricky Hatton. I remember that fight vividly. The British Hope came all the way, but it was no match for Manny Pacquiao. And one of those fights as well, so we saw him against Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
And the Oscar De La Hoya fight, he was underdog for the particular fight, but then he absolutely stunned everybody, stunned the boxing world, and he absolutely destroyed Oscar De La Hoya in that fight as well. So Manny Pacquiao, he's been in several wars. He's passed some and he's failed some. That's how it goes in boxing. You can't win all the time, but what a great fighter he is. I talked about his style earlier.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of punches.
His combinations.
Exactly, a lot of combinations. Front hand forward, right hand forward as well, to trying to set up the left hook. And also, Mayweather will have to watch out for that in this fight.
That's it. I'm trying to compare both fighters. Does age come into place here?
I wouldn't really say so. I don't think it's going to be a big deal or a major factor. Mayweather is 38 years old. Pacquiao is 36 years old. So that's just 2 years between them. But those two guys are still very fit guys. If you see them in training, if you see the training camp, for example, it doesn't look like age has had an effect on the careers at all. Mayweather, for example, is 38 years old, but you can call him a young 38-year-old because he still looks very young and he still looks very fit. His body hasn't been through too many punches because he's famed for his defensive powers. So he doesn't get hit a lot. So his body is still very okay. Pacquiao, I really can't say about because he's had some terrible knockouts in his career. He had one recently against Juan Manuel Marquez, and so you can't really say. I wouldn't really say the age is going to be a major factor in this particular one. There's several other things that would be major factors. For example, let's talk about their stance. For example, Mayweather is orthodox, right? Yeah. And you have Pacquiao with a southpaw, so that's going to be very interesting as well. Two totally contrasting, coming together in a ring. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to pan out. They're talking about their reach as well too. Mayweather looks taller. I think he's actually taller than Manny Pacquiao. Has a longer reach, meaning he can actually control the fight from distance. So that's one thing again Mayweather will look to capitalize on in this fight against Manny Pacquiao.
That's it. So much coming out of the fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. So we're trying to, bring you closer to Las Vegas. We count down 3 more days, guys, to that big one. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Everything is for that big belt. Oh, yeah, that's it. The belt, $1 million, diamond encrusted belt. It's on the line, really. It's on the line. It's all about the money because that's settled already. We know win or lose, Mayweather will get the biggest share of the money. So that's not it. It's all about the fight. It's all about the belt. And we have the comparison between the two boxes is finally up now. We can see there Mayweather 38, 36 Pacquiao. Yeah, so just 2 years. So that don't really make a difference for me. And we're looking at the knockouts there. Pacquiao has had more knockouts than Mayweather. It shows you he's got knockout power. Mayweather doesn't really go out for the kill. He wants to beat you on points. That's it. So that's going to be very key as well. And protect his territory. Exactly. So, guys, what else can we say? Let's leave the talking to you, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Where do you think the money will be going to? We cannot wait. That's it. That's the show this morning. But remember, you can keep talking to us on Twitter, our channels _sports, and on Facebook, our channels _sports. That's it on behalf of the ever dedicated sports team at Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakpa. We'll be back again tonight. We're talking some more sports. Tomorrow we'll be back again. So until then, in everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.